It took me 5 years to build these 10 income streams that currently make me multiple six figures a year. And by the end of this video, I'll show you exactly what these income streams are and how I was able to start them so you can too. Hi, I'm Angelo. I'm a serial entrepreneur based in California, and it was in high school that I first learned that the riskiest thing that you can ever do when it comes to money is rely on one income stream. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was when my mom got first laid off from her job, and in the matter of seconds, half our income, our security, our peace of mind was gone. Poof. And it was at that moment that I realized that in this fast-paced economy, with AI and everything that's going on, one income stream is not enough. It's just not safe. And after that, I applied to multiple jobs and slowly started working towards building these income streams that I'm about to tell you right now to make sure that whatever happens, I will be able to take care of myself and my family. This first income stream purely was just a side hustle so I can afford my college textbooks, but later on as I got more into it, it turned out to become my first six-figure business. In my spare time, I would go to garage sales, thrift stores, and look for things to resell on eBay. At first, I was mainly just selling collectibles and old electronics, but then again, as I said, as I made more money and got more into it, I transitioned into selling on Amazon, doing what's called online arbitrage. Here's how that works. I would scour the internet and look for things that I could buy on sale that I could sell at a higher price on Amazon and pocket the difference. For example, these Adidas sandals, when it was on sale, you could buy it for $16 and then later sell it on during that time around $31 back on Amazon. Now, there are a ton of extra fees and costs that goes into this business, so the actual profit margins are really slim, like 10 to 20%, but I would sell hundreds, if not thousands of units at a time. Even though I would say reselling is one of the easiest ways to make money online and a great side hustle for beginners, it's very labor intensive, especially if you're trying to make six figures and above. You're constantly going out looking for products, listing, shipping, handling customer service. So if you're thinking about trying reselling or Amazon FBA, which what I was doing, please do not go in with the mindset that you're gonna get rich quick and you're gonna make passive income. It is far from it. Reselling for me was like a gateway drug that introduced me into a whole new world of making money online that I never thought was possible. And this brings me into my next income stream because while I was running this business, I was posting and documenting everything that I was doing online to social media. And at first, I was purely just doing it just to document and track my progress, but after a while, I started to gain a real following. And since no one at the time was talking about money and personal finance and being transparent with their business, I felt like people gravitated towards me because how open I was with everything. And eventually, what started as more of kind of a passion project and just as a tool to document my growth, it turned into my second business that I do now full time. And with social media, the opportunities and ways to make money are literally endless. There are so many ways to make money through this. And one of them is ad revenue. So here's how that works. If you ever watch a YouTube video, I'm sure you've seen an ad before. Unfortunately, I have not unlocked YouTube AdSense yet, so you probably don't see any of them watching my YouTube videos, but I do make ad revenue through Facebook and TikTok. Let's take a look at some of my videos and how much money I've made so you know what it looks like. Now, one thing to note before we do that is that different platforms pay very differently. For Facebook, this video hit over 1 million views and I only made this much. But in TikTok, this video hit multiple millions and I made this much, which is obviously a big difference. Now, views like this and money like that doesn't really happen. Like nowadays, I don't really make anything from TikTok, rarely from Facebook. I'm trying to get YouTube, but fingers crossed. So it's nothing really life-changing, at least for me, but there are people out there who make this their full-time living, their full-time business. Another example that I want to mention before I move on is these stream clippers. I'm sure you've seen all of these clips before of FaZe and Sketch. They are making so much money off of them. All they do is just watch the streamers on Twitch, screen record them, post it on TikTok, and they make money off of the views. A lot of people do that and they just hire and outsource it from like Upwork. So if you want to start that business, go ahead. It's free and it's not too hard to do. It just might take a while to get, that beginning momentum. However, this is only one of the many ways that I make money through social media, and it's probably the smallest earning one. So let's go into how I make a way more substantial amount in this next stream of income. In the past few years alone, we have seen a massive shift away from traditional media to influencers and creators. For example, 5 years ago, the most famous internet personalities were probably the actors, celebrities. Now it's streamers and YouTubers. Think Kai Cenat, Speed, Mr. Beast. Influencer marketing budgets is literally projected to be $32.5 billion in 2025, and I'm sure it's just gonna keep going up. So that should give you a hint on where all the money's going, because this brings me into the second stream of income, which is brand deals. When I was first posting on social media, the more followers I got and the more views I got, the more attention I got from brands. Once you have a solid following, anywhere between like 5 to 10,000 followers, companies themselves start to contact you and offer you brand deals. This is when they'll pay you a certain amount for you to directly post about their brand, their product, their service, and whatnot to your audience. I remember the very first deal I got, it was for this water bottle company called the Coldest Water Bottle. Super creative, right? I think they gave me like $300 for 10 videos, which looking back, it was a total ripoff. At the time though, it felt like it was like $1 million. But it's probably the worst deal I've ever seen in my entire life. They definitely got the better end of the stick. But depending on your size and following, brand deals can really range from just a couple thousand, $100 to multiple 6 figures. Thankfully, now that I've been in the game for a couple years and I grew my following a substantial amount, I've had the pleasure to work with some of the biggest companies in the world that I would have never dreamed of even talking to. Fidelity, Adobe, Sony, Amazon, these big hitters. And I'm super grateful and fortunate to be in that position. Now, I have yet to hit that 6-figure brand deal, but I'm sure it's coming soon. Right, guys? But honestly, I strongly believe that starting a personal brand and posting online is one of the most fulfilling and profitable businesses or side hustle that you can start today. The best part of it is that literally anyone at any age can do it. All you have to do is just pick up the camera, press record, and post consistently. This is more or less the same advice that I gave some of my buddies, and look at them now. Wi-Fi Thomas has, like 20,000, 30,000 followers and doing it full time. Jet Ski Surfer, my college roommate, who is literally living his dream life, traveling around the world, living in a van and surfing and posting on social media. It's just insane what posting and starting a personal brand can really do. Now, brand deals are great and have been a majority of my income for a while. However, this year I've been really focusing on different ways, different avenues to make money and diversify, because brand deals for the most part are pretty random. It's not really in my control. I'm pretty much at the whim of these brands. And so if they really want to just stop, sponsoring me, then poof, there goes a big chunk of my income. That's why now I'm focused on more long-term partnerships that are more sustainable, not just ones where they pay me one time to promote their products, but ones that pay me every time that I talk about their product that I already use and are already talking about. This is something you have most likely unknowingly done too. If you shared any referral link like to an app that you like or a credit card, you are doing what's called affiliate marketing. Now, I do the same exact thing, except just on a little bigger scale. Now, here's how that works. A company that I'm working with will give me a custom link that I can put at the end of my videos, my websites, in my captions, and anytime someone makes a purchase through that link, I will get a small commission at no cost to the person. For example, I have one of them in my investing checklist. There, I recommend Webull as an investment brokerage. Now, I've used Webull since I first started investing back in 2022 and have been talking about them ever since. But since I have a relationship with them now, if you sign up through Webull using my link, I will get a small commission, again, at no extra cost to you. And you can actually do this yourself. I'm pretty sure if you refer your friends using your own Webull account link, you both will get a little something. And funny enough, in high school, me and my friends had this little scheme going on where we would sign up to every single investment brokerage that was possible: Acorns, Robinhood, Webull, and send each other referral links to help each other get free stocks just for signing up. I'll never forget it because my first stock that I got through literally using Webull was Apple. And I think it was like $100, but again, at the time of high school, $100 was like $1 million. So it was super fun. But if you literally look at any article, tech review, blog post, there's most likely an affiliate link somewhere in there. Another example, I recently bought this camera that you're watching through a YouTuber's affiliate link. It's a very profitable business and source of income, and it doesn't really require you to put your face online or have a lot of followers. However, you will need to be able to generate traffic to your links, which is, again, a lot easier if you have followers, but not impossible. Now, I just want to warn, if you're going to do this, it's very important that you only recommend products or services that you actually trust or use. Please don't ruin your reputation and credibility just for a couple bucks. It's not worth it. By the way, you can check out my investing checklist in the link in my bio below if you're interested. It has my Webull affiliate link and my Blossom affiliate link where you can see all of my investments. Again, no extra cost to you. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. Now, that is just one of my many free resources that I created to help you guys start investing, but I also have paid resources and products as well for more in-depth information on specific things, which bring me to my next source of income. For example, when I was first posting about my reselling journey, I would get constant DMs asking about how to start. So I made a free guide. Now, people really liked it, but they still wanted something more in depth. So I created a simple course for people who are really serious about it and sold it for $17. And at first I felt really weird doing it. Like I had this terrible imposter syndrome. You know, who do I think I am trying to teach other people? I'm not old enough, I'm not good enough, no one's gonna learn anything. But you know, after months of me selling it and people trying it out, people turned out to really like it. And I got tons of messages saying how they made X amount of money, how they started their business from it, and how they were able to, you know, go on vacation using the skills that I taught them. And it really showed to me that someone like me can really make a difference. That was before. I am now currently working on something new that would help, you know, my audience build their wealth by investing, increasing their income. However, I am actually negative on this project a lot, but you know, this is my dream, this is my ikigai. I want to be able to do something with my life that, one, I'm good at, which is talking about personal finance and kind of breaking down these complex concepts into actionable tips for people, and two, something that I'm passionate about, and then three, something I can make me and other people money. So stay tuned for that, it's coming soon. But seriously, if you have any experience or knowledge about anything, please do not afraid to put yourself out there and teach it to others. Me personally, I've spent thousands of dollars on different courses to solve specific problems, and I'll tell you one thing, I didn't look at any of their background, I didn't look at their degree, I just cared if they could solve my problem. And if you're able to do that for a specific problem, a specific type of people, you know, you can get paid a lot of money for it. And this brings me to my sixth income stream, where I do exactly that, but for other businesses. I've recently had the chance to consult some very cool companies to help them grow the social media and their growth strategies. And you know, I gotta say, I thought I had a imposter syndrome with digital products. This is on a whole nother level. This income stream kind of happened on accident. It was really not a part of the business plan, so I feel very lucky and blessed to be in this position where companies ask me for advice and consulting. But you know, with that being said, this is why I strongly encourage for you to start a personal brand. This would have never been possible if I had never started posting online, putting myself out there. You would be surprised about the skills you learn, the connections you build, and the opportunities that you get just for putting, you know, yourself out there. So please, if you ever thought about starting a personal brand, this is your sign to do it. However, know that being an online personality or becoming an influencer isn't for everyone. Not everyone wants to do that, and so I get it. So this next income stream is perfect for people who may not want to become, you know, again, an influencer, but still want to take advantage of social media. As I mentioned before, the content creation industry is just getting bigger and bigger, and companies are slowly realizing this and trying to up their content game. But instead of hiring, you know, expensive production studios to do so, many are turning just to regular people to create their content for them because it's a lot more authentic, and people really don't like to see super high quality videos with celebrities anymore. They want to see real and authentic people. And this type of content that they pay thousands of dollars for is called UGC, which stands for user-generated content. There are people who are making thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars doing this, and the best part is you don't really need a huge following to make money and start this. As long as you can make good videos, you're good. Now, there are two major ways people make money from UGC that I see online. One is creating content for brands to use on their own channels, or two, reviewing products or services that they have and giving them permission to run ads on it or putting it on their website. Me personally, I do the first one. I create content for brands to post on their own channels. Every month, I'll meet up with one of their marketing teams and come up with 4 to 6 videos and get paid a flat fee for it. I don't have to post it in my own channels or run any ads or anything or give them any extra permissions. This is pretty much like freelance content creation, and I just get paid to make videos. When most people hear UGC though, I think of the second one, where it's mainly, you know, product unboxing or reviews, and that's where people are also making bank off of it. So seriously, don't sleep on it. It will take some time and effort to build some skills and your portfolio up to get clients. And that's because with UGC, brands don't really care about the following size. They just care about the quality of your videos and how good and, you know, fast you can do it. So of course, it'll take time to build up your portfolio and your connection. Now, everything I mentioned so far has been more active income, which means I'm actively trading my time for money. Now, these are great and all, but what I'm really most proud about is my passive income streams that generate me money even when I sleep. And the best part is, these are things that you can start implementing right now. Almost all the money that I make from my businesses and other streams, I invest into assets. My plan to retire early is to work really hard right now while I'm young, make a ton of money, invest as much as I can into assets, and then retire and live off of those assets until I die. One of the assets that I invest in that will allow me to do so is the stock market. Now, there are two main ways that I make money through the stock market. One is stock appreciation, and two, through dividends. To simply put it, stock appreciation is when the price of whatever stock, let's just say Apple, increases more than what you originally bought it at. So whenever you do decide to sell, you pocket that difference. Dividends is when certain stocks pay you a small percentage just for owning the stock. For example, one of the stocks that I own is Google, and for owning those shares, Google will pay me a 0.47% in dividends, which isn't a lot, but over time it really builds up. Last year I made over 2.5K in just dividends, which again, isn't crazy, but it's 100% passive income that will grow and build much more later on. I'm not gonna go too deep into it right now. I go way more in depth about my investing portfolio and my exact strategies and investments in my last video. So if you want to see that, I'll leave a link down below or at the end of the video to check it out. These stocks are more of my safe foundational assets. I do have a little degen in me, so I do like to invest into something that's a little more high risk, high reward. So I do invest a little bit of my money into cryptocurrency. Now I don't have too much into crypto, maybe 10 to 20% of my entire net worth is in there, but I have started investing into it since 2020, so I am up a good amount. But I do have to say, crypto is not built for the weak. It is super volatile and filled with scams and meme coins, so I would only suggest having a really small percentage of your entire net worth of your money in there. However, I do believe in the future of crypto, especially Bitcoin, so I do invest a little bit here and there. But I also want to give this disclaimer: please do not keep all your crypto in exchanges. Transfer those funds into hardware wallets. I've lost so much money just keeping them into just one exchange. Maybe you heard of Celsius. They went bankrupt a couple years ago and they only gave me back a small percentage of my money in there, so please do not make that mistake. Transfer it to a hardware wallet, or at least just keep your money into different exchanges. Now those are my main assets. However, I do have a good amount kept in savings for emergencies, which actually makes me passive income every single month, usually around $100 every single month. And that's because I keep everything in a high yield savings account. High yield savings accounts, or HYSAs, are basically online banks that have a way higher interest rate compared to traditional banks. Traditional banks only give you up to like 0.01%, where high yield savings account give you 4% and higher, which is insane. That means if you put $10,000 in a traditional bank, after a whole year, you will get $1. But if you get $10,000 into a high yield savings account, you will get $400. Now this is 100% passive income and safe. They are all FDIC insured, and you can withdraw your money in and out of them however many times you want. So if you don't have one yet, I highly recommend you get one as soon as possible. I do have some recommendations for high yield savings account down below, so check that out if you want, alongside my last video, which goes more in depth about my investment strategy. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And of course, till next time.